Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you all are well. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please make sure you click the subscribe button. Okay, quickly, today we'll be talking about comparison, the effects of comparison, and how to deal with or how to stop comparison. First of all, I'd like to say this to us: comparison will always lead us to unhappiness and frustration. So do not allow comparison to steal your joy away from you. Now, what is comparison? Comparison simply means comparing one's abilities or qualities to another. Comparison is comparing one's ability, qualities to another. Now, let's talk about the effects of comparison. The effect of comparisons leads to frustration. Comparisons makes you feel inadequate. Comparison makes you feel less of a human. Do we understand what I'm saying now? So comparison psychologically or socially isn't a good thing, because comparison will always make you feel like you are not up to a standard because of I will see some people in the society, we just admire them, we compare our status, our life, or our abilities to theirs, and we always feel like we are not good enough. Probably, let's say you're a tailor or a fashion designer, if I may say, and then you were passing by a boutique and then you saw a very beautiful sewn dress and you just look down on yourself immediately like, oh, come on, I don't think I'm professional enough to sew that kind of dress. You can be professional and you would be a professional if only you aspire and you change your mindset, because everything starts from the mindset. I also made a video on mindset and the type of mindset. You can check on my channel. The video is there as well. So comparison always make you feel less of yourself. Comparison makes you feel like you are not important, you are not qualified enough. Okay, so let's talk about how to deal with comparison. Number one, please permit me, I'll be looking into my notes. Okay, comparison. How to stop comparison? Number one, be confident in yourself. Now, the truth is, having confidence in yourself simply means this little or this thing that you know how to do, you have the confidence, you have the boldness that yes, you can do this. You have the courage to say, yes, I am good at this thing, and you hold it tight. So, for you to stop comparison, you have to be confident in yourself, because everything starts from you and not from the other party. If you feel like you are good enough, yes, you are good enough. If you feel like you are less to others, you always feel less to others. It is psychological. So for us to stop comparison, number one, you have to be confident in yourself. And number two, try to step away from any form of comparison. Try to step away from every form of comparison. And number three, always have a positive attitude. Be positive, be positive about everything that you do. Even though the circumstances around are saying the otherwise, always have that positive vibe, because whenever you are positive about anything you want to do, it just comes out good. The end result is always good. It's not always negative, because the energy that you are driving with it already is a good energy, is a positive energy. So it will always give you a good result instead of the other way around. Okay. So another thing that you need to do to stop comparison is anything that will trigger you or that will start making you to compare yourself to every other person's, quit it. Just stay away from it. anything that will trigger you, comparison in you, anything that will trigger comparison in you, just stay away from it. And also, another thing to do to stop comparison is, if you have to, stay away from social media. If you have to, oh, I can say this. So social media is a place where people go crazy about themselves and the other party. Meanwhile, if only you can see beyond the camera, you would know that you are even doing better than those that you are comparing yourself to. You are even better off those you are comparing yourself to. So quit or stay away from any social media content that will start making you to feel less of a woman, that will start making you to feel less about yourself. Stay away from any content on social media that will make you feel less of yourself. Rather, always watch things on social media that will encourage you, that will motivate you, that will inspire to be a better version of yourself, rather than comparing yourself or dwelling more on your weaknesses or your inabilities. Do you understand now? So another instance is, stop comparing your inside to the outside of other people's. Do we understand what I will explain? What I mean by this is, deep down in your mind, you know you could be better than those you're comparing yourself with. That's what I mean. Deep down in your heart, in your mind, you know you have even more abilities to do better than those you are comparing yourself to. But right now you are comparing the inner you to the outer them. The inner you is bigger and massive than the outer you, because to everything a man becomes in life, it starts from the inside. It grows like a taste, like an anchor. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So everything starts from the inner you, from your mind. Do you understand? So if you have killed the morale in you before even projecting it outside, then you're a living dead person. Do you understand? So never you compare the inner you to the outside of some other people. Do you understand? So I'll give us another example on how to quit comparison. Count your blessings one by one. Then you will know you are doing well. By the time you count your blessings, you come to discover that you are not where you used to be, that you have moved, you have grown from the former you, and you are bigger now. You are firm, you are rooted more. Count your blessing. Before you begin to complain about your car, can you count your blessings that backward when you never had a car? It will take you to the mode of thanksgiving, ra- rather to the instead of the mode of comparison. Do we understand now? So count your blessings. Whenever you want to compare yourselves to people, whenever you want to compare yourself to people outside, just go back. Go and meditate and start counting your blessings. Then you will know that you are doing well. And another thing that I will use to say to to us, that will make us to stop comparison, is use your comparison to motivate yourself. Let your comparison trigger motivation in you to be better, not as the person you are comparing yourself to, but to even to be greater than the person that you are comparing yourself to. Okay. And lastly, to stop comparison, you have to focus on your strengths. For you to stop comparison, you have to focus on your strength. When you focus more on your strength, you will do better. in your own field, you will do better. But the moment you begin to compare yourselves to another person's self, you won't do well. But once you focus on that one thing that you know you are good at, on that one skill or one talent or one gift that you know you are good at, if you can just focus on it, you can if you can just nurture it, if you can just build it, then you will see that you can even do better to those you are comparing yourself to. Comparison is a joy stealer. Comparison is a killer. Comparison leads to frustration. Comparison leads to unhappiness. And I do not want to see you unhappy. I always want to see you smile. You know, I always want to see you happy. I always want to see you, in a good mood at all time. So stop comparison now. It is not healthy for you both physically, mentally, and psychologically. Even spiritually, it is not healthy for you. So, my friends out there, my colleagues out there, please stop comparison. Just be yourself and focus on yourselves, and you will do better and even greater than those you're comparing yourself with. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you click on the subscribe button, put on the notification bell, and see you next time on my next video. Peace.